Hello, boys and girls. Mrs. Hales here with another art lesson. Today we're going to look at a book called Kite Day, and we are going to talk a little bit about kites and how kites work, and then you're going to make your very own kite. And you're going to do something called printmaking. You could call it finger painting if you use your finger, but you're going to use your finger or an eraser from a pencil or a dot marker or anything you have that makes polka dots, and you're going to decorate your kite with that. So that's a form of printmaking. Kites are often flown at the beach or places where there's wind, and they're often flown in the spring season because we have more wind in Virginia in the spring than we do any other time of the year. So have you heard the expression, March roars in like a lion and leaps out like a lamb? So it roars in because there's more wind and weather, and then it's warmer and calmer at the end of March. So this is a end of March, beginning of April lesson on kites. I have a sweet story to share with you about kites. The author and illustrator, Will Hillebrand, is going to be reading this book to us.
The book is called Kite Day, a bear and mole story. Before I begin reading, I just want to remind you that whoever you have reading this book has their own unique voice, and however they read it is the best voice for you. But today, that will be me. Let's go in the story. This book is dedicated to my editor and friend, Mary Cash. Bear looked at the sky. Could it be? He wondered. He tilted his head up. Whiff, whiff, whiff. He smiled, then shouted, "Kite Day!" Bear rushed home, huff, puff, huff. "Come on!" waved Bear to Mole. "Kite Day is here." Bear collected. Mole studied. Bear snatched. Bear measured and cut. Mole drew. They both constructed. Finally, they raced outside into the meadow. The kite flew. Zoom, zoom, zoom. It soared up, up, up. Then dark, heavy clouds rolled in. Rumble, rumble, rumble. The breeze grew into a gust. Then snap, the kite string broke. Away, away, away spun the kite. "Oh no!" screamed Mole and Bear. Down, down, down plunged the kite. "Save that kite!" shouted Mole. The two ran. "Hurry, hurry, hurry," urged Bear. Mole stopped. He tilted his head up. Splat, splat, splat. Rain pelted the broken kite. "Look!" cried Bear. "Oh," sighed Mole. "Cheer up, cheer up, cheer up," squeaked the chicks. "Thank you," sang Mother Bird. The end. Thank you for listening to me read Kite Day for you.
So what happened in that story? Bear and Mole worked very hard together to make a kite, and they got to play with it for a few minutes, but then a thunderstorm came. and the thunderstorm and the wind from the thunderstorm broke the string of the kite, and the kite flew away. And did you understand, or did you get that the kite landed up in a tree, and Bear and Mole were very sad about that until they realized that it was protecting some baby birds from the wind and rain. So that made them feel a little bit better, and the mama bird thanked them for that. I love that story. It's sweet. It's something sad happens, but then it has a happy ending. So supplies you're going to need today to make your own kite include a big piece of paper. Any size will do. I used 12 by 18. You can use black marker, or if you have some pretty tape or any kind of masking tape, you need someone to put a T on your paper that fills up, not all of your paper, but a lot of your paper. Maybe about 10 inches by 7 or 8 inches across. And you're going to make a T with that marker or with that tape. And then what you guys, and then you're going to need paint or dot markers, or you're going to need, you can use your finger, or if you want to use an eraser with the paint, you can do that. If you have finger paint, you can use finger paint in your fingers. If you have tempera paint, you can use tempera paint with your fingers, or you can use it with anything that's round that you want to use to stamp with. If you want to have 2 different kinds of dots, you could use an eraser, and then you could use the lid of a Crayola marker. Makes a really cool dot because it's just the ring or the outline of a polka dot. So you could have 2 or 3 different things that you use to make your dots with. All right, boys and girls, let me show you how to get started. Someone needs to put a black line or a piece of tape down in the shape of a T on the top of your paper. Leave a little space at the top so that you guys can draw a diamond or the outline of your kite. So you're going to connect the top of each of the lines or the end of each of the kite points or the T, just like I just did. And this is going to be the outer edge of your kite. You can do that with pencil or marker, or you could even do that with your paint. And then I drew a kite string at the bottom, a wavy line going off my page. Your kite is the shape of a diamond, so you just learned to make a diamond. Now, I am using tempera sticks to make my dots because that was one of the things that I had. That's not the best thing to make the polka dot. I like the dot markers better if you have those, or you can use your finger. The cool thing about the dot markers is the color's already in there. But so you want to try to keep your polka dots in the shape of your diamond or in the shape of your kite. Miss Hales loves to finger paint, so I'm going to show you how I made some of these dots with my fingers. And I tried to fill in the spaces where I didn't already have dots. So in some cases, they overlapped some of the other polka dots a little, but I wanted to fill in some of the white space with my polka dots, so I tried to do that. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like when I make my polka dots with the end of this is an old pencil that there was barely any eraser left on. So I made my polka dots with the old eraser. So those polka dots are a little bit smaller. However you want to make your dots is fine. You're going to want to put this somewhere to dry, and I hope you had fun learning to draw a diamond and a squiggly line and do some printmaking with your finger or with a pencil. I'll see you next time, boys and girls.